Hi guys, Stu, Al and Bear the puppy dog here for Outdoor Basics. Bear's heading off, he's seen something interesting. Sorry we've not been around in the last few months, we've just been super busy with work and just life in general. We have been getting out into the woods, but filming was kind of low in the priority chain really. It was just getting out, chilling out, enjoying my new puppy. I think he's 9 months old now, really getting out, enjoying my puppy out in the woods and kind of just spending time with the lads. So filming took a back seat. However, we've got a load of things that we want to film, so we're going to get back on top of that. We did stay sort of present on our Instagram and our Facebook and stuff like that, so if you ever look at them you'll see what we've been up to over the last few months. And that kind of leads me on to this. This is one of the main things I wanted to talk about. So on our Instagram, if you have a look, you'll notice that I've got a DD Superlight tarp. I done a review of it, I think 3 or 4 years ago on the page. And unfortunately, at the corner at one of the tie-out points and the kind of bad windy days that we've had here, it ripped right off, it sheared right off. I had a video of that up on my Instagram and I was like, can anybody suggest a new tarp? Blah blah blah. And Ben from TRC Outdoors reached out to us and sent us one of his new tarps up. So full disclosure, this is a free tarp. Ben was absolutely awesome and sent us this up to replace my tarp and so we could give it a wee try out. The reason for that is A, Ben's a good guy, and B, he knows we're going to give a full honest review. We've done it with the chorizo suits and stuff like that before. I'll give him actual constructive feedback. I'll tell the truth, I won't just waffle that it's good if it's not. So yeah, I decided to go, it comes in 2 variants, it comes in 2 different weights, a 30D and a 70D. I decided to go for the lighter variant in the 30D, and both are ripstop. They come in green and multicam, 3x3 tarps. Bear's playing with Jamie's dog. The main thing, one of the main things that I really like is it comes with this dry bag as standard, yeah. It's made out of the same waterproof material as the tarp, and it's fully seam sealed. Just gonna bang that back in. Why is that important? Well, I think that's important if you're having to store your tarp, if you've been out on a bad, kind of wet, miserable day and you're putting your tarp back into your kit. Having a fully dry bag that you can put it in to stop cross-contamination, stop the rest of your kit getting minging is really, really important. And the fact that that comes with the tarp is absolutely awesome. What I'm going to do is set the tarp up and then talk through the tie-out points, the features, the material and a few other bits and bobs. As far as pack size goes, it packs down very, very small in my opinion. I could pack it down smaller than this, to be honest, if I kind of crushed it in. But I like having it in this kind of small rectangle, as it can slot into my day sack, absolutely no problem. And it's easy to flat pack in. So yeah, as far as size and weight, I don't know the exact weight. I think if you jump onto TRC Outdoors, I'm sure Ben would have the weight up, but it's not heavy. Like it wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, it packs down very, very small in my opinion for what it is, which is a 3x3 tarp. It's absolutely solid. So yeah, pack size, not a problem at all. Chest lever cut. Okay guys, so I've kind of set it up here so you can get a general look at it. I've left this side down so I can briefly talk about the tie-out points. All the tie-out points are PVC backed, so they don't get torn out. And as you look at it, the tie-out points themselves, it says are bar tacked. So if you look at it, it's kind of like multi-layers of stitching across the different points. Absolutely heavy duty. In my DD Superlight tarp, which was a good tarp, and I'm not decrying it, it was an absolutely great tarp, and I got a good few years out of it. I think it had just run its course. I'd been out in some big weather in it. But the kind of PVC tie-out points on that kind of only went to maybe where the edge of my finger there. So as you can see, this is a much larger area. You can also see now, if you look at it there, you'll get a much better sort of view of the ripstop polyester. It's not like a nylon, yeah, a nylon tarp might get wet and stretch under when it's wet or under tension, it could stretch. This polyester won't. And the fact that it's heavy duty, as I've said, ripstop, as I've said, if you get a wee nick in it, it's not just going to spread up the tarp, especially if it's under tension and cause you all sorts of dramas. The ripstop will stop that so that you can get your tarp repaired, even with a wee bit of Gorilla Tape or whatever you might use, which I've done in the past. It's got 16 tie-out points around the edge, and all of them, even the ones up the side here, are PVC backed. It has the loops on the top, as you can see there, for a ridgeline, if that's the way you want to go. I don't really use a ridgeline. I have in the past, but I don't really use them. I just have paracord around 3 on either end, really. You can, if you want, use jungle loops on your tarp. This is obviously isn't. This is just I think it's 275 paracord. I think that's more than heavy enough. But you can use jungle loops. If you jump onto TRC, they have jungle loops pre-done in wee mesh pouches, which is absolutely dynamite. When I was still serving, when I was still in, jungle loops was the way I went. It's what we get showed to use in training. We weren't really allowed to use bungees. I've stated 1,000 times, I'm not a fan of bungees. I just use the cord because I've learned a few simple knots that work for me. But if I was still in, because I don't want to follow the theory of if you don't know knots, just tie lots, I would 110% use the jungle loops that TRC have, so you can just order them up with the tarp at the same time. So yeah, I'm massively impressed with this tarp. Obviously time will tell. However, things that you can tell straight away. A, I can tell the build quality straight away. B, I can tell the attention to detail straight away. And it's the type of tarp I like to use. I like a 3x3 lightweight tarp, and this just ticks all the boxes for me. Especially the ripstop, the lightweight, the kind of more Bear agrees, Bear, the more heavy duty on the PVC on the tie-out points. And I really like the dry sack that comes with it. As I say, to stop that when you've been out absolutely, as they say, piss wrapped for a few days, so you don't get that cross-contamination of your kit. You're not getting the inside of your day sack or your Bergen absolutely minging. You have the opportunity to separate the two. So yeah, it comes in multicam, which would be massively usable if you were still in the forces, or if you're kind of maybe doing a bit of stealth camping or whatever. For me, I'm not doing that, and the green more than suffices for me. And it's a nice colour of green, it sets in very well. So yeah, first one back in a long time, so thanks very much for paying attention. If you're interested, just jump onto TRC Outdoors and give their kit a look. They've got all sorts of really cool bushcraft and usable kit. And hopefully we'll have another load of videos over the coming weeks. Want to get a wee review of my Mora done. I got this just after the bushcraft show. Want to get a wee review of that. I get myself my new Ridgeline smock I've been using for the last 4 or 5 months, get a review of that done, and then just a few handy tips and tricks videos. I think we're actually going to do one now. So yeah, as always, I've been Stu, he's been Alan, yous have been awesome. Bear the dog is over there being Bear the dog somewhere. I'll see you in the next one.